Okay, did a couple of things offline really fast, just right here in Twilight Town. I spent a bunch of money to buy a bunch of small ingredients so I could cook a little bit of food. That gave me a bunch of postcards, which I used to get some materials so I could upgrade all my keyblades to good level. I got a magic and AP up as well, which helps out a bit. Got a lucky ring, which is really good. That's going to mean more drops for everything I can get there. And then I bought some food so I can food myself up, though I think... Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it now. So let's pick Chef's Choice Cuisine Extender. Okay, that's fine. One of everything, 26 max HP, which is actually probably the strongest thing for me right now. Let's go ahead and save this to favorites. I can cook that 5 more times. And then eventually make some more if I run out. So let's go ahead and move to the world map. And move on to our next world, which is going to be Toy Box. We're going to go ahead and do everything in level order as usual.
I'm sorry I left without saying goodbye. Did Master Yensid tell you? I'm training to become a Keyblade wielder like you. That's right. No more waiting for you to come back from your adventures. I want to get out there and do my part to help. Merlin has used his magic to bring us to a place where time doesn't matter. We can take as long as we need to complete our training. He's an amazing wizard.
Sora should know all about that, because he met
us,
Merlin all the time, too.
Lee. He's really sorry for all the trouble he caused. I told him it's fine, but he won't stop apologizing. I'll admit I was a little scared of him
I bet
at
it's
first,
because
but I've gotten to know him better.
he feels
All he ever wanted was
that
to help his
Kyrie's really
friend.
like the girl he once knew in
Honestly, it's
Ansem's
hard
lab
not
that
to like him.
convinced him to try and become Ansem's apprentice and
Every
ended
now
up to
and
him
then,
becoming a
I
nobody.
catch him
More
staring
on that
at me.
later.
When I ask what's wrong, he says, I'm not sure. I think I'm forgetting something.
And that
Don't
is
know what.
because Kyrie's
Sora,
reminding him of
I
Shion,
think
even though he
it may
doesn't
have
remember
something
her.
to do with you. Your journey is all about helping people. Some that you've never met before, and some like Lee that you have. They're all counting on you. It won't be easy, but I hope you'll remain the happy and cheerful Sora I know. There's no heart your smile can't reach. What's wrong?
Huh? Nothing. Sorry.
Lee.
What? I am. A letter?
Yep.
To Sora?
Technically, yes. But I won't send it. It's more for me.
Ask Merlin. He'll deliver it for you.
Yeah. But it's okay. I just like talking to Sora. Even if it's on paper.
Huh. Okay. Oh.
Hmm?
Here.
Ice cream? Really?
Yeah, I asked Merlin to pick these up.
The icing on the cake.
You know, we did both summon Keyblades. Gotta celebrate.
You should have used the line, the icing on the cake.
You're sweet, Lee.
Nah.
What?
Nothing. I just...
You're trying to remember what you forgot?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Been skipping through them recently. I
So tomorrow,
like
you
haven't
and me in the
forgotten
ring.
any of them, but
You ready?
it's hard to remember just how many
Course.
cutscenes are in this game when
Don't
you're
hold back, Lee. Promise?
usually largely not watching them. There's the old Shion Phantom. So much for his ice cream. His eyes are a lot more green, it seems. Maybe it's just the light,
Huh?
but
Are you okay? Lee!
they're not the teal that they're usually
Yeah.
had been previously.
Sorry.
It was a very obvious teal.
You're crying. What's wrong?
Something in my eyes.
Lee.
I'm gonna go. Sorry.
Okay, but stop apologizing.
Fine. On one condition.
What?
Call me Axel from now on. Got it? Memorized?
Yeah. Okay, Axel.
This still feels weird, especially after he, was all like, "No, I'm not Axel anymore. I'm Lee in DDD," and now all of a sudden he's like, "No, I want to be Axel again." And I think it's for setting it up so that it's easier with Roxas and Shion, and they can call him Axel all they want, but it still just feels awkward. I guess they liked the name of Axel and the outfit he had, which is why they never wanted to change him and everything, but just the image of him is too strong after the several games he was in that format. But even so, it just feels... I don't know. That's one of my small complaints about it. I really wish they would just give him a new outfit and let him be Lee.
Place
change his hairstyle,
where
too.
Aqua fell
Not that
into
it's
the
bad,
realm of
but
darkness
just, to make
after
him
she
look
dove in
different.
to save Terra.
Although
Yeah.
several of the other nobodies
said he was acting
still
strange.
keep their old outfits, so I guess
Strange
or
how
the
exactly?
hairstyle, I mean.
She
so.
sensed darkness in him, and they ended up getting into a big fight.
Right. And in the aftermath, the two of them disappeared. Around the same time, the guards found a stranger with white hair lying unconscious here in the square. A man calling himself Xehanort.
Ansem the Wise took the stranger in, but that was a mistake. Xehanort betrayed his master, stole his research, and along with his fellow apprentices, separated his heart from his body. Xehanort's heart took his master's name, Ansem, and traveled to the past to give his younger self instructions. He even briefly had control of you. His empty body stayed in the present, took the name Xemnas, and founded Organization 13.
I don't know if they ever go into
Their
why
goal was to prepare 13 vessels
the
for
Heartless
Xehanort's
and
heart.
nobody of
Until we put an end to the organization.
Xehanort can't use the Keyblade when
But all the
he
while,
very much
young
should have been.
Xehanort had been visiting the future to choose 13 vessels of his own. Hearts with strong enough ties to him to begin a new organization.
But I think you could make
The
a
real
case for the
Organization
fact that because
13.
Terra's heart was still bound to him,
and
it
now they're
actually,
looking for a fight
with
with
his
us.
heart and body
But what happened to
separated, Terra's
Terra?
heart was strong enough to prevent
thought
him
you
from
said that
summoning
Aqua
a
saved him.
Keyblade.
Yep, she did.
It's the
Problem
best
is,
I
we
got
didn't
anyway. I
notice.
mean, with all of this stuff, it's all,
You remember
the
the
sci-fi
end of the
fantasy
Mark of
mumbo
Mastery
jumbo
exam
anyway.
When Master Xehanort made his grand return? That's the Xehanort I remember. He was already a pretty old man then. But how do you explain Ansem and Xemnas, his Heartless, and his Nobody? Isn't it strange how young they look? Why aren't they old men? It's because Xehanort was using a different body when the split happened. That face from the portrait I mentioned? It wasn't just some stranger that Ansem the Wise took under his wing. It was the young man whose body Master Xehanort possessed.
No way! That was Terra? Master Xehanort was using Terra?
Yup. Master Xehanort told us
And of
another
course,
on our list belonged to
we
him.
kind of take it for granted.
He was
Even if
talking
you
about Terra.
were watching in order,
Turns out,
at the end of
Aqua
Birth by
saved more
Sleep,
than
the
just
end
her
of the
friend that
final
day.
episode, when you see them take
Okay.
in
But Master Xehanort is an old man
white-haired
again now.
Terra calling himself
Where
Xehanort,
did Terra's body go?
probably you're going to make that connection after just
It's
playing
'cause
Kingdom
Master
Hearts 2.
Xehanort's collecting vessels. He claimed to have 2 of our 7 lights. We got Sora back, But Terra must still be on Xehanort's
But this is the first time
side.
the characters have had the chance to consider
He's
this.
with Organization 13? We should warn Sora.
Yup, and Merlin too.
Yeah.
Yippee! More worlds! Doing great, Sora! Great job!
Okay. Now it's time for our first real world. This was more just a prologue. This was a little bit of a secondary prologue. These next worlds are real and significant. 65 of the treasures, 80% of the treasures. I missed 2 somewhere, I guess. Probably. That's okay. Won't wrap around, so. Battle level 12. I wonder what my level is. If I find any asteroids on the way again, or slightly out of the way, I'm going to stop and blow them up to get more fluorite and Damascus. Mithril as well, but mostly fluorite and Damascus. That's the main way to find... It's pretty much the only way, except for a few that you'll find if you search every nook and cranny for chests. All of the materials for upgrading your Keyblades, or the main one specifically for Keyblades. Okay, this direction. Let's go through here then. Blow up some rocks, get some things. Too fast, almost. I sometimes mess up using it too much, but this ability to flip totally around is actually pretty handy when you get used to it. Okay, well, that's probably good for now. If I want to get in a gummy battle, I think there's a way to escape from them. Oh, it's probably in the menu. That's what it is. I need to take advantage of the fact that my boost comes back a lot, and I do have a pretty darn good speed. I probably could have put a little bit less guns and a few more engines on. I'm not sure what good the power does, but maybe it's the recharge rate of like laser weapons, so probably I don't even need to worry about power. But I hate having a negative value. And there it is, first boss. There's a way to skip this, which they do in the speed run. I don't even care that much. It's too difficult to worry about while playing casually. I'd rather just blow them to pieces. And the solar flare takes care of them easy. Doesn't really matter very much since I've already got everything gummy anyway, so. I think that the Pixar worlds were done the best. By Pixar, supposedly this is one of the reasons why Kingdom Hearts 3 was so long in development, was because Square really wanted to add the Pixar worlds, but Pixar being semi-autonomous, part of Disney, but having a lot of their own say, didn't want to fork over the rights so easily for them to mess with their worlds. They wanted it not to be an alternate universe or whatever, but be something that could be in the story kind of thing. And finally Square agreed after, I imagine that there was probably a lot of going back and forth and scripts being offered. If you played Final Fantasy 15, these characters probably look a lot similar too. Because this is, I haven't studied it a whole lot, but a lot of the people I was watching, especially like when watching BizKit's first playthrough and his chat talking about it, this is very much Final Fantasy Versus 13. I'll go more into that later because I'm talking about Pixar in general. But they were probably offering storyboards and stuff until Pixar was satisfied with the general idea. And they wanted both of them, both Monsters, Inc. and the Toy Story, to be between movies, as it were. So this is technically after Toy Story 2, but before Toy Story 3, and can fit perfectly into the storyline of it without really affecting anything. And it's really nice how they do that. It gives you a real feel for the world. Whereas the later animation styles of Tangled and Frozen are fun, but in a way the worst worlds because Sora's only there tangentially. and doesn't affect the story at all, even though there are moments where it really feels like he should. Frozen, he feels a little less helpless under his circumstances.
But this is no time for
but,
television, Rex.
Gotta say, that Giga's pretty impressive.
Really? I like his aura most.
Woody,
They got some of the actual actors here, and for others, they got pretty darn good replacements. I find it hilarious that they couldn't get Tom Hanks to do Woody, but they got his brother.
All right, guys. Today we teach those masked intruders who's boss. Is everybody in position?
Wait, hold on. I don't think I'm emotionally prepared.
Would you calm down? Don't worry, I got you covered.
And there's that lucky emblem in plain sight. It's one of the wonderful things about the Unreal 4 engine and everything being in the Unreal 4 engine world and not separate into a cutscene is that you can see all the little details that are the same thing you'll see when you're playing. Part of what makes the game just 100% beautiful. Boy box.
What in the world? Where are we? Oh my gosh!
He looks like a Lego soldier.
And look at us!
You know what the magic is for? We have to protect the world order.
Border?
I said order.
Gorge!
It's one of the few times they make fun of Donald's accent. Goofy says border all the time, but that's because he's goofy and he's
Okay, we go on 3.
you know, and he's goofy. He doesn't understand a whole lot. He's dumb at times, you know, if you want to be very crassly direct about it. But Sora seemed to say that because he misheard him. Yeah, I have a lot more hit points because of my food. Nope, too far. Links are the thing that really make me invincible in with these easy codes on, because you can't die when you have super armor, so you take greatly reduced damage and you can't die. And so I'll just keep regenning. So if ever I'm in super desperate straits, also activating a Link fully heals you too. So it was really funny seeing opinions change, because when he was first exploring it, Bizkit was all, Links are terrible. You can only use them at full magic. And regular magic is so strong.
My name's Sora. Oh.
Stay back. For all we know, the intruder sent them.
It's funny that he mistakes him for his
Slow
Zora
down
when his
there, Rex.
hairstyle's wrong.
We don't know them.
His hair
We
color,
can
at
trust
least.
them. They're the #1 selling heroes in the country.
Yeah, and his mom must have bought him for him.
Ham's right. Did you see how easily they took care of the intruders? I bet they're here to figure out why all our friends have gone missing, and why Buzz's laser started actually lasering, and all the weird stuff that's been going on. I mean, that's what heroes do, right?
Let's not jump to conclusions. Gotta be smart, Woody.
So you're Andy's new toys?
Toys?
You sure did a number on those intruders.
Those are the Heartless.
The bad guys.
We've been fighting against those intruders for a while.
I knew it!
Okay.
Huh?
In that case, you're all right by me. My name's Woody. Put her there.
Hey,
Now, hold on.
I'm Sora.
Zora!
Actually, my name's Sora.
And I'm Donald.
Oh, I'm Goofy. And I'm Buzz Lightyear.
Call me him. It's a real honor.
And I'm Rex. I'm your biggest fan. In fact, I've been playing your game for months now, and I've already gotten you all the way up to level 47. But that Bahamut boss is really tough. Slinky and I can't figure out how to beat him. Oh, I wish Slinky and the others were here. They'd be so happy to meet you.
All troops, at attention, sir!
Strangers from the outside. Welcome.
They're all toys? So that's why we look the way we do. Huh?
Excuse me. You said that you've battled those intruders before. Tell us where and why.
Oh, well, we are... Oh,
What is he supposed to do? He's been
Well,
asked. You have to
you
find
must
some
have
sort
come
of
from
answer.
somewhere.
That's what drives me nuts the most
Take it
about the
easy,
Order,
Buds.
is people wonder
What
where they come
matters
from, but
is
they
that
can't
they
say
got
they're
those
from other
intruders
worlds.
out of our
So
way
more than
for at
just
least
the
a little
physical
while.
disguise,
No need to
they
interrogate
need
them.
some
Yeah,
sort of
Buzz.
backstory
Noted.
as well.
But
And
still.
Donald never thinks about the
Hey,
backstory.
have those
Luckily, it's a kid's game,
intruders,
so they just
the
play it for a bit
Heartless,
of humor
been a
and
problem
brush it
around
off.
here?
But golly,
No,
it's one of the
they
things that
just
drives
showed
me
up a
nuts
little
about it.
while ago.
That's, I think, what drives
In
me
fact,
most about the World
those
Order
Heartless
subplot in the game that
materialized
they intermittently
right after all
return
of our
to in
friends
moments
up
like
and
this, is that
vanished.
they don't.
You don't think.
Well,
If you are a Secret
can't just be
Service
coincidence.
investigating a people who can't know anything about
It
you,
wasn't
not
always
only
this
is
lonely.
appearance important,
One day we
but you
woke
have
up
to
and
have
we were the only toys
some
left here.
understanding of the world, or
Nobody's heard from Mom, Molly, or Andy.
story you can come up with to explain yourself. The only reason that it never causes a problem is because they
We
always
keep
sweep
waiting
it under
for
the
Andy
rug.
to come home.
You really care about him.
But also one of the
Yeah.
things I like about these Pixar worlds
He's
and
the
the fact
best
that
friend
they're
that toys like
fully
us could
integrated
ever
is
hope
that
to
it
have.
makes the interference from the
All right.
Organization
We better start
13
Huh?
makes a
Have you
lot
got
more
any
sense
clues we
here.
can
They
go
do a
on?
good job of
Any other
explaining their
strange things
interest
that
in
happen?
these worlds.
Well,
The
There's
whole
one thing.
One
hearts
big thing.
being inside
Yes,
of
sir.
everything, and especially in artificial
After everyone
creations,
went MIA,
has been
the
a big
intruders
deal
didn't
throughout
come
the Kingdom
alone.
Hearts series, and so
They
Toy
arrived with
Box,
a
they
guy
represent
wearing a
that
hood
very well.
dressed in black,
These are
just
toys,
like
but they have
you.
hearts, and we'll go into that
As
later
a
in the
matter of
cutscenes.
fact, he's the only other toy we've seen outside of you three.
A black hood? But that would mean...
The organization!
You know who it is?
Yeah, they're bad news.
Seems like you have a lot of enemies.
We may have a hunch what's causing all the weirdness. Would you mind if we handle this?
I'm sorry. But we're not gonna leave this to you.
Huh?
If that guy had something to do with our friends vanishing, then he's our problem too. We've got to work together.
Right. So then, where can we find that guy?
Sarge, any word from the recon team?
The latest reports place him in town, sir, at Galaxy Toys.
Then Galaxy Toys is where we're going.
They've been wandering all over this
Sora,
deserted town if they
follow
spotted
me.
him at Galaxy Toys.
It's out the window and down the roof.
But, whatever.
Not so fast, cowboy.
Hmm?
You seem pretty gung-ho about going. But shouldn't we stay here and wait for Andy?
Well, you've got a point, but we've tried waiting. Look, if we go with Sora, we might find a clue. Are you with me, Buzz?
Of course. Okay, let's move out.
Come on, let's head over to the toy store.
Get a move on! Yeah!
Don't really need anything else. Okay, let's see. We've got a chest here. More fluorite, which I don't need for my regular things anymore. I can run up this wall, but not the bookcase. Let's see. Were there any other chests? I think there's one. I actually think there's one inside the one of the shelves of the bookshelf there too. That's the
Let's see.
hard to see that one. Thunderaga trinket. Awesome. That'll be helpful. Why it's worth getting those. They're effectively kind of like bits of a powerful treasure chest. Again, I don't really want to search for them hard. I thought there was one more chest in here somewhere, but I can never remember where it is. Well, whatever. We're probably good to go now.
Okay, the first thing we've got to do is head down the street.
Galaxy Toys is on the other side of town.
Back off! Nice!
Elixir.
Here we go!
Okay, got a whoops.
Here we go!
That was a waste. Oh well.
Hey, Sora, I think the trampoline will take us back to Andy's room.
This is a bit of a waste too to use it so early, but oh well.
Try this! Water! Torpedo ready! Go get him! Go! Yeah, back off!
I bet you there's a lucky emblem here.
That's what I was looking for.
Let's see.
Also,
I'll help you find the
Make
next
sure you
one.
get my good side.
I can get goofy, I guess. I'm not sure. I can't remember what item it gives to get everybody, but
Sora!
Donald I can get anytime. He was out of the picture for being too short.
Yeah! Yeah! Here we go! Yeah! It's over!
It took me quite a while to realize that a lot of, very cleverly done too, but a lot of Woody's battle lines come from his pull string. He uses that as a weapon to lasso with, like he was a cowboy. Very clever the way they do that, but whoops, wrong button.
Let's see.
Now I can't remember if there's a chest here or not. That's everyone. All right, before we go to Galaxy Toys, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here.